How you doing YouTube? My name's Michael Home, I'm the 1 Minute Barber. In this video I'm going to show you a really simple way in which you can cut your own hair from start to finish using limited methods but making it look good at the same time. So let's get started.
To begin the cut, you need a clipper with a closed blade and no guard, working just about ½ an inch above the ear. The idea is to make a line from the front to the back, going approximately ½ an inch into the hairline all the way back. Holding the ear down gives access to that area and also better vision. Once you've created a line that you're happy with, move the bottom blade of the clipper using the lever so that it's as far forward as possible. Then work approximately ½ inch higher than you did the last time. Do this all the way back as far as your line goes. Using two mirrors is very useful. I would recommend that you use the largest mirrors that you can find in your house. For this, I've taken a wardrobe mirror out of the wardrobe and taken it to my bathroom where I have another big mirror. Fortunately, because the wardrobe mirror is now loose, I can move it around and see very freely. When I'm working with the clipper, I work very slowly. Working slow saves you from making mistakes. With one side done, repeat the same process on the other side. With that complete, it's now time to level up the back. Having worked on the sides with a closed blade, go back and close the blade for the back. Decide how high you would like your line and just work to that. I would recommend no higher than the occipital bone, which is the knobbly bone that you can feel at the back of your head. Now, move your bottom blade forward as far as it will go again and run about ½ inch into the line that you just made. This will in turn create another line slightly higher up. This will be dealt with very shortly. Sometimes between the fully open and fully closed blades, you can notice a small, very faint line. This can be removed easily by moving the lever to the halfway point. Then rubbing the line out very carefully with that half lever position. Now it's time to try and get rid of that darker line. Let's change to a number 1 guard, also known as a 3mm guard. I'm going to move straight up off the parietal ridge, which slightly curves. This allows me to blend the hair in. I'm going to work all the way back. As you can see near my fade, the line where the fade was is beginning to disappear. There is a slightly darker line around the parietal ridge, but don't worry about that now, we will deal with that later. At the back, I am just working 1 inch higher than I did with my half. Sometimes when you're working, cut hair can stick to the skin on your head. A good thing to have is a stiff brush. Use a very stiff brush like a beard brush or even a toothbrush if that's all you have to remove the hair debris. This will allow you to see your fade very clearly. With all that done, go to the other side and repeat the process. While this side takes shape, let me offer some quick pieces of advice. First of all, your bathroom or any floor which has a hard floor. That's a great place to cut your hair because it's easy to clean up. The other piece of advice is try and do it in a room with plenty of light. So if you have both, perfect. I'm quite happy with the sides now, but I'm going to quickly assess it and then move on to the top. On the top, I've combed all my hair forward and fitted a number 3 guard to my clipper. I've moved the clipper to the back of the head at the crown and work all the way forward to the fringe, holding it down. This takes the bulk off of the top of the hair. It cuts the hair longer than if you go against the grain. Going against the grain will take it right down to 9mm, which is the length of a number 3 guard. I want to remove that bulk now from the parietal ridge, so I've switched to a number 2 guard, which is slightly shorter again, and I'm going to just work my way down the parietal ridge. This easily takes the bulk out of the parietal ridge area. One final step now, when I'm finished with this, is to cut the fringe. Using a pair of scissors, just trim away the very fine hairs that stick out that don't belong in the fringe. Leave the rest of the fringe as it is. If you have a beard, you can blend that in by running a number 1 from the mid-ear up to the fade, and then removing the guard, setting it to a half by pushing the lever all the way down again and just going a little bit closer to the fade. You'll notice that the beard soon begins to blend into the fade.
So that's the end of this haircutting tutorial. Let's have a quick look at the final result. So hopefully there's been some tips that you found useful and you can use on yourself. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. Any criticisms as well, anything that you don't think's right, drop that in there. Hit like if you've enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel for more hair cutting advice and any tips hair related. If I can help you, I'll help you as much as I can. Okay, hope you've enjoyed and hope to see you soon.